I've always been told that good intentions lead to a good result. That if you just filled your heart with goodness and positivity, then everything will turn out to be good and positive. And that in order to be successful and happy, you just have to have good intentions. But just how true is that? In the words of Indian poet and novelist Vikram Seth, God save us from people who mean well. And he's right. While someone may have good intentions, the execution may be the exact opposite. After all, even Hitler thought he had good intentions. It's a fundamental human flaw. We judge ourselves based on our intentions, and we judge others based on their actions. And sometimes the actions we see don't line up with the original intention. In other words, the original intention is somehow lost in the translation from intention to impact. And so what? What's the big idea? What am I trying to say here? I'm saying that while your intentions are important, it's ultimately your impact that matters. You can't automatically assume that a good intention will yield a good impact. You have to put in the work to make sure that good intentions lead to a good impact. Stephen Covey writes about this idea in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, where habit 2 is begin with the end in mind. I'd like to take this one step further and say, begin with the impact in mind. If you just think about what you want to result from your intentions, you can figure out the actions you need to do to get there. Think of it like a GPS. You have the end destination in mind. All you need is a pathway to get there. 2 years ago, in 8th grade, I, along with my entire computer science class, learned about batch files and scripting. Basically, I could code a file that would allow me to control key elements of a computer, such as turning on and off the Wi-Fi or disconnecting the mouse and keyboard. The possibilities were endless. I couldn't wait to go home and try this out for myself, and it didn't take me long to fill up a flash drive full of these files. And the next day, I went to school to show off to my classmates what I'd done on the flash drive. And so as we were playing around with the files, seeing just what they could do, another kid got a hold of my flash drive. Well, one of my friends saw this, and he went to tell the teacher, thinking he'd simply give me my flash drive back. But instead, the teacher took up the flash drive and called the principal, because apparently bringing flash drives to school was against school rules. I, along with all my friends involved, got in trouble for this, all because I wanted to show off a flash drive. I didn't have an impact in mind here. I didn't think about what would happen if another student got a hold of my flash drive or if a teacher got a hold of it. It didn't occur to me that either could happen. All I knew was that I was taking a flash drive to school to show off. It took this story along with a couple others for me to learn to have the impact in mind. And you can too, with 3 simple steps. 1, begin with the impact in mind. 2, draw the pathway. And 3, follow the pathway. For example, last year I participated in HOSA for the first time, which is a medically oriented competition organization. Our event was PSA, public service announcement, and we had to make a 30-second video on a given topic. And competitors could rank in different placements. The top few from area would go to state, and the top few from state would go to nationals. I wanted my team to at least make state. That was the end, the impact that I had in mind. And so we drew and followed a pathway. We stayed up as late as 4 a.m. working on the video. We got teachers to showcase the video in their classrooms, and we got fellow students to give feedback on the video. Everything else came second, and all that mattered was that we achieved the end goal. Sure enough, we got 4th in the area, and although only top 3 go to state, it was still a very proud moment for us. See, the difference between intention and impact is intention is what you think inside, impact is what you do outside. Make sure that you always start with a clear idea of what you want to do outside instead of what you think inside and just how it makes you feel. Remember, begin with the impact in mind, draw the pathway, follow the pathway. Thank you.